So if you guys are tired of playing with the same classes over and over again, I got 7 different guns that you guys could use this week that are truly overpowered. Now the first one I want to get straight into is actually going to be the MTZ. Now before we actually get into the class, if you guys could drop a like, I would truly appreciate that. Sub to the channel does notice or not, and let me know down in the comments below what your favorite weapon is. There's going to be one dude in the comments saying, all these classes are trash, mine are so much better, but they never provide the proof, man. They never give the receipts. But anyways, this is the MTZ class that I really got to share with you guys because look how this thing's just so good, alright? Now I'm gonna move my face. I'm also losing my voice, so I might sound a little weird, but there you guys go. If you guys want to just take the class, go ahead and do it. This is class 1 of 7, so yeah, there's gonna be quite a few in this video. So if I should go into the firing range, I'm gonna show you guys just how overpowered this thing is. There's like no recoil to it, as you guys can see. There's none whatsoever. It doesn't even bounce. It doesn't do anything. It's just so straight, and it shoots so fast. It drops the enemies so fast that like you're not gonna lose, man. You're not gonna lose fights whatsoever. Look at that, boom, instantly dead. So that is the MTZ. Now the first thing we got on this one is the Jack BFB because, well, yeah, we kind of gotta be a little more accurate, right? This helps us with the recoil. We're going to be missing, or we're not missing, we're going to be super visible on the radar with this one right here, but it's kind of worth it. Then we got the MTZ Drifter Heavy Long Barrel, and again, this one's mostly for effective damage range. You want to do more damage at longer range, and you're also getting recoil control and all of that, so that's pretty good too. The glassless optic, I like it. I'm not crazy about it. It's not my favorite optic in the game, but I've been getting used to it. It's not bad, but if you guys want to run something else, I mean, hey, go use the SC Mini, the Cronin Mini Dot, use whatever you want. I mean, it's an optic. I'm not going to tell you guys it's going to change the gun. It's going to make it so much better. It's an optic at the end of the day, right? Then I got the MTZ Marauder stock for recoil control, again, gun kick control, all that kind of stuff. 28% recoil gun kick, 8 horizontal, 9 vertical. It's pretty nice. And then 50 round drums. Now, if you don't care about having 50 rounds, you could definitely take that off, and I would suggest actually putting on a laser, and one of them that doesn't have any cons whatsoever, which is the FSS OLAV laser. The only con to it is that the enemies will see your laser when you're ADSing, but this one's going to make you guys a little quicker. It's going to give you 5% ADS and 4% sprint to fire boost, so it could be worth it if you don't really care about having those 50 round mags. And the reason I say that is because it's a pretty heavy gun. The ADS and all that, I don't know why you can't see it. What is this? Wow, this gun is so good. There we go. I don't know why you guys couldn't see that there, but yeah, the ADS, it's fast, but it's not the fastest. And then the sprint to fire, again, it's a little rough. All right, it's a little rough, but besides that, the class is great, so go ahead and use it. The second weapon I want to talk about today is going to be the SVA 545. Now this class is actually insane. Okay, so we're not running a muzzle. There's no need because our barrel actually gives us the 2-in-1, and that's the NT Quietus Suppressed Barrel. This makes you undetectable on the radar. You're also gonna get an ADS and a sprint to fire boost, and your aiming walking speed is gonna be pretty nice as well. Now you're losing effective damage range, minimum damage range, and bullet velocity, which kind of sucks. But let me move my face here so you guys can see. There's a lot of pros. All right, it's not just 1 or 2. You're getting quite a good amount of movement speed and all that. 9% ADS and 10% sprint to fire, so honestly really great. Now you might think, yeah, losing all that effective damage range, minimum damage range, all that kind of stuff, it does suck. Like, I'll show you guys at long distance, it's not great, especially at this distance right here. You're gonna drop the enemy. It's not gonna be as fast as it should be, but up close, you're a beast. Mid-range, you're a beast. So I think it's worth it. I honestly God think it's worth losing some range in order to be really good at these right here. You're getting SMG speeds in an AR up close, so I think it's worth it. We got the FSS OLAV laser. Obviously we want that nice ADS and sprint to fire to go up and stuff, so definitely do that. Then we got the glassless. It's going to be a pattern on this video. It's going to be a theme. I'm trying to get used to it, all right? I like it, but I'm not, it's not my favorite optic, but I'm trying to get used to it a lot more because apparently it helps with recoil and stuff. Some people are saying, I think it's just placebo, but it is what it is. We got the main V6 stock for recoil control and gun kick. That gives you quite a bit, actually. 21 recoil gun kick, 9 horizontal and 8 vertical. And then we got the demo 650 grip right here, which is giving us 10 recoil gun kick, 7 horizontal and 7 vertical. Again, I'll move my face here just so you guys can kind of see what we're working with. This is the whole class. If you want to pause the video, take a screenshot, do what you got to do. There it is. Let's move on to weapon number 3 on this list, and that is going to be the Ram 9. And the Ram 9, I'm just going to show you guys this right off the bat. Don't use it at long range, okay? It's not a long range gun. you're gonna hit some shots, but you're gonna see there's a lot of horizontal recoil that just hitting those shots at long range is not worth it. But look how fast this thing is at close. Look how good it is at mid-range as well. It instantly drops. All right, so definitely use this for sure. It's really quick. You can move around really fast with it. Your strafe speed is really fast as well, and it's just overall a really good class if you want to rush. So the first one is going to be the Stair 45 Sky Fury Compensator S. All right, quite the name, but it is what it is. You're getting 18 horizontal, 18 vertical, which I think is great. The barrel is the FSS Imperator. I'm not even gonna try that again. That I took a one-shot chance at that, and that's it. Yeah, Imperator. No, probably not. The light barrel. This one gives you aim walking speed that I told you guys when you're ADSing and you're moving. The strafe speed's quick. Bullet velocity as well, because you want that range, man. That damage range too. Effective damage range 20, minimum damage range 20, bullet velocity 20. It's worth it in my opinion, but that's where you actually lose a lot of that recoil control. 10% for everything, which is pretty crazy. We got the Chimera Seraphic vertical grip right here, and this is going to give us some of that stuff back, but it's also giving us movement speed. So you might think, why are you running that? Well, obviously because it gives us that mobility that's really nice. Also, recoil gun kick 6, vertical recoil 8. I think it's quite worth it in my opinion. But overall, the class is really good. So next off, we got a comb instead of a rear grip, and this is the Recon comb, and this one's gonna give a sprint to fire at 16, which is insane. That's really fast, and ADS at 2, which is really nice. And the only con on this one is your ADS movement speed. -5%. It doesn't matter. We already got strafe speed before, so it doesn't matter. And then the motion tack pad for the stock is the final one, and this is going to be really nice as well. 13% hip fire spread max. Don't really care about it. Tactical stance. I don't really tack stance, but if you do, I mean, hey, good for you. But you're getting 5 ADS and 6 sprint to fire with that right there. So again, I'll move my face here just so you guys can see it if you guys want to take those screenshots. This class is actually turning into one of my favorite small map classes. Now, I wish I could put more bullets in the mags, I should say, but it is what it is. We could run it. We definitely could run it, but we're going to have to sacrifice one of these attachments. And I honest to God, I like these attachments. I don't want to sacrifice them. Now, we're not running an optic because there's no need. But anyways, moving on to another weapon, the MCW, the good old MCW. And this class, again, is not going to have an optic, but just look at how nice this actual class is. It is a solid class, all right? So close, mid, long, whatever you want to use it at, it's going to be pretty nice. I'm not even going to bother shooting that again. We ran out of bullets and stuff. But this class also has an option to switch out one of the attachments, and I'll show you guys that in a second. But here's the first class. If you guys want to go ahead and take that, go ahead and do it. I don't know why my gun always glitches out on the bottom there, but let's get it back to the top. So no, don't want to do that. We're gonna, there we go. All right, yeah, I almost took off all the attachments. So anyways, the first attachment is the Chimera Silent Shot Integral Suppressor. This is the optional attachment, okay? This one's gonna make you really good. It's gonna give you sprint to fire, ADS, undetectable on radar, but it's taking away damage range, which is not nice. It's not giving you any recoil control, which is not nice, but it's giving you a lot of movement speed, a lot of ADS, and a lot of sprint to fire. As you guys can see right there, quite a bit of everything, but it's optional, all right? So if you don't want to run this, definitely don't run it, and we're going to get into that in a second, because this one as well is an optional attachment, and that's the Edge 47, which is giving you 4% of everything in terms of recoil. But again, it might not be worth it. We got the 40 round mag for the magazine and the Jack Raven kit, which I think is great. All right, your fire rate goes up, everything goes up. You're losing effective damage range 26, bullet velocity 32, so this gun is just not made for range. All right, and then your recoil and all that is pretty bad as well, so it's not the best, but you guys are going to see. We're going to fix that in a second for another class. This is my close range MCW, so I guess you could say I kind of have a 8th weapon on this list if you must, because we're going to change the MCW a little bit, but we're still going to say 7. I'm not going to clickbait too hard. Now this stock is going to be the gun kick control, or I mean it gives gun kick control, recoil control, and tack stance spread. That's the Regal heavy stock, obviously. Now like I said, you can switch these two out. The first barrel we would switch to is the 16.5 inch, and this is going to give you all that range that you need back, 15% effective and minimum, 18% bullet velocity, and then the muzzle you already know is going to be the Jack BFD. When you pair that with the Jack Raven, let's check it out in the firing range right now. You're going to be really good up close with that fast fire rate. You're going to be good at mid-range with that fast fire rate. And then even at long distance, you're going to be really good with that fast fire rate. So this MCW class right here is honestly becoming one of my favorite MCW classes. So again, let me move my face, because this one right here is actually really good as well. And you guys could go ahead and take that, because it's actually worth it. Now, another weapon on this list, we got the final 3 right here. One of them is the BP50. The next one's going to be the Rival. And then we got the last one that I'll get to in a moment. And this one right here for the BP50, is really, really nice. So here, I'll just move my face really quickly once again, just in case you guys want to get the class and move on to the next one. There you go. We got the Jack BFB. Once again, it's a pattern, it's a theme, it is what it is. I don't like it, but I like it. I love the fact that you get like no recoil with these things, but I hate the fact that you're visible on the radar. It sucks. It really does. You're super visible. Like you're an arrow and it's pointed in the direction you're shooting at. But it is what it is. Then we got the Lore 9 heavy barrel right here, because this one's going to give us a lot of good stuff. Effective damage range 15, minimum 15, bullet velocity 18, and then recoil gun kick 5, horizontal and vertical both at 7, which is great. The underbarrel is the F-Tac MSP 98, and this one again is going to give us some like vertical at 7, vertical recoil I should say. Just yeah, it gives you vertical. What is that? Recoil gun kick at 6, but also gives you a lot of movement stuff, which I'll just move this right here so you guys can see. Once again, I just changed attachments. I don't know why I did that, but here it is. So you guys can see it gives you quite a bit in terms of mobility. So that's worth it in my opinion as well. Now let's get my face back. Then we got the 45 round mags, and that is pretty much it. I think I showed you guys. Yeah, I showed you guys every attachment for this one. Did I? I definitely didn't. So yeah, there's this one as well, which is pretty good. This is the Moat 40 stock for 25% recoil gun kick, which is nice. 6 horizontal, 6 vertical. Your ADS is up 4 and your sprint fire is down 4. So honestly, really great class. I'll show you guys right here quickly. You guys can see for yourselves how good this thing actually is. So there's barely any recoil on this one as well. And I kind of like the iron sight. I don't see a need to actually go ahead and throw on any optic on this one, because it's pretty good without it. So yeah, let's move on to the rival. We got another SMG right here, and this one right here is an SMG, but it's built for the distance, alright? So you're going to see it's actually tap fire. Well, it's not tap fire, but it's burst fire, but you could hold it. You don't actually have to tap it. You could hold it, and it'll do the burst, which is really good. So what I like about this is that it gives you a lot of recoil control just because it bursts. So in between every shot, if the recoil goes up, it goes back down, and it resets every single time, which is great, but we're still going to throw on the Jack BFB to make it even better. We got the F-Tac MSP 98 again, because this one, well, I mean, you already saw, it gives mobility too. I don't have to move my face. You guys saw it on the last weapon. Pretty good as well. 40 round mags, because I think it's worth it on this gun, especially if you're going to be going for longer shots and stuff. Definitely worth it. And then we got the Jack Headhunter carbine conversion kit, and this one's great because you're getting headshot damage at 41% extra, so it goes up to 52, meaning it's only 3 shots to the head, 2 bursts theoretically, and then the upper torso goes up to 39 at 26%. Your effective damage range goes up 149%. That's crazy. That's not even normal. And your bullet velocity goes up 100% as well. Now your real recoil gun kick is up 21, horizontal 40, vertical 20. You would be dumb not to throw on this attachment on this weapon. Definitely do it. It is disgustingly overpowered. And then finally the EXF close quarters assault stock for gun kick control, recoil control, just to make it better. So recoil gun kick at 17, vertical and horizontal both at 13. So in my opinion, a really nice class. You definitely want to use it. And then finally, for the last weapon, we got the Holger 26. You can use this on Warzone, you can use it on multiplayer, use it wherever you want. This class is definitely it. I will move my face right here so you guys can check it out. This is definitely it. Now you want to run the conversion kit on this one 100% of the time, okay? 100% of the time you're going to run this because it gives you fire rate. It gives you 42% fire rate, guys. That means that this gun shoots 1,000 bullets per minute, which is insane. It's better than SMGs, all right, just by throwing that on. I'll go into the firing range to show you guys in a sec, but again, I showed you guys this one before. It's the MSP98 hand stop for the underbarrel. I already had it on 2 different weapons, so I'm not going to show you too much about it. Then we got the Morn 90 grip, and this one right here gives you 14 recoil gun kick, 10 horizontal, 10 vertical, and flinch resistance 47%. So you're going to be really accurate with that. We got the Ascend Lord stock, 18% recoil gun kick, 7 horizontal, 7 vertical, and then the Cronin mini dot. Now obviously the Jack burnout kit, you guys, I just showed you this, like it's really good. And look at this gun in the firing range. It is a nasty class to use. I don't know how do you lag in the firing range? That makes no why is the firing range set on servers? Like, why would it be considered multiplayer? That's just crazy if you ask me. But this thing drops so fast. And then also I'll show you one more time. I'll try to shoot all 3. The one at longer range is a bit tough because, well, it's at longer range and you're using a gun that's made for closer range. So yeah, you see your recoil goes up like crazy, but your barrel catches on fire. So it kind of makes sense. But yeah, it's going to be it for the video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like, sub to the channel, those notifications around. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Let's get out of the firing range together. Peace.